Let's find out what happens when animals fight the wrong opponent. Horses are gorgeous animals, but when they become upset, watch out. This sheep upset the horse, and you can see the results in this video. Not only can horses kick out and deliver powerful kicks with their legs, but they can also bite. I'm not sure the sheep is getting out of there alive the way the horse is mangling it relentlessly. This next clip is even more stunning. Walking amid these horses, this little goat had better use caution. One strong kick to the head may render it unconscious. Of course, all of this is meaningless since, when they want something, goats have an independent mind and will do whatever it takes to get it. The horses threaten to kick the goat, yet it still bothers them. In the middle of the night, a lone hippo is attacked by a big lion pride. Numerous females and subadults make up the pride, and they assault from all directions. Nevertheless, the hippo is resilient and escapes, chasing after the cats. The younger cats don't know what to do next and are drowsy and uncoordinated. While saving his own life, the hippo kills one of the cats. Now you can't miss out on this next brutal clip. Leopards are probably my favorite cats. I like them because they're stealthy, sneaky, but mostly because of their immense climbing skills and quickness. However, in this video, this leopard took things too far when he tried snatching a buffalo calf in front of cousins and relatives. All the buffaloes went nuts and chased the leopard up a tree. You must remember that leopards hunt alone, so it's not like a lion pride where there are multiple animals for the buffaloes to worry about. The leopard is also much smaller than a lion, so one solid strike to the chest with the horns of a buffalo can do a lot of damage. The leopard does have the ability to climb trees, and that's what saves the big cat during the scuffle away. Wolves usually hunt in packs, so it's surprising to see the lone wolf in this video try to take down a bison. This wolf must either be high or completely insane, thinking it can take down such a large and powerful animal on its own. However, he lunges at the bison and takes bites at the animal for whatever it's worth. The wolf's face is stained with blood, so he must have successfully struck the bison a few times at least. The bison is still standing strong, so I'm not sure the wolf will succeed, but he still deserves kudos for trying. This fresh clip is even more insane. A lion appears in the foreground of the image, but the elephant is actually chasing some hyenas that he doesn't want in the area as it runs across an open field. A few hyenas attempt to defend a watering hole from an elephant, but hyenas are shrewd, crafty, determined, and hard-headed animals. The elephant has the benefit of size, but that is all. He is safe from the hyenas' attacks, but the elephant cannot keep them from drinking forever. A large female eagle chased an adult crane in a flight. He managed to grab the crane with a claw on his foot and tried to pull it down. The crane was able to free itself, but landed in the water and was now delivered to the white-tailed eagle on its second attempt. But this attack also failed because the crane threw himself on his back and fended off the eagle with his legs. After the crane swam ashore, the two met again, and that's when the crane had to realize he had lost his chance. This next clip is pure evil. This unfortunate fox found itself in a tough situation, with two strong pit bulls closing in. What happened next was quite intense. The pit bulls captured and tore the poor fox to pieces. The person filming this horrifying scene seemed pleased to watch their dogs overpower another animal. But you know, the world is filled with all sorts of people, each with their own perspectives and actions. A young leopard was resting near a lake and decided to go find some food. He spotted a mother buffalo and her baby heading towards the lake. The leopard saw this as an opportunity to catch a meal. When they got close, the leopard tried to surprise attack the baby buffalo, but made a mistake by grabbing its head instead of its throat. The mother buffalo used this chance to protect her baby and charged at the leopard to scare him away. In this video, there's a goose and two swans, and they're not exactly getting along. The goose takes on the swans, and one of the swans decides it's had enough and swims away, but the other swan stays put, ready to continue the fight. Now, here's where it gets wild. That goose is something else. It manages to outmuscle the swan and keeps chasing it around the lake. It's quite the scene to watch, with the feisty goose refusing to back down. Now make sure to fight that subscribe button and check out this next clip. Watch what happens to this curious lioness that sneaks up on a massive hippo. The hippo gets up and turns around, chasing the feline and snapping its powerful jaws on the lion's head, grabbing it and letting it go. I'm surprised the big cat managed to get out of there with its head still screwed onto its body. What an epic attack! This was by the hippo. A cat and a monkey had a bit of a showdown, a staring contest to be exact. Both of them locked eyes, and the tension in the air was almost tangible. But the cat's patience had its limits. Suddenly, the cat decided it had had enough and lunged at the monkey, causing it to leap away in fright. The contest was over, with the cat proving that sometimes actions speak louder than stares. This next clip is even more eye-opening. This mountain lion met a small bear, and guess what? The bear, even though it was little, refused to take a step back. But the mountain lion, well, it was careful and smart. It gently tapped the bear on its head a few times. And then, the coolest part, the mountain lion said, "I'm out of here," and walked away from the showdown. Yep, it just decided the fight wasn't worth it. Tigers are ferocious hunters. This enormous male tiger, known as Rajak, killed a water buffalo in front of these tourists in just a few seconds. The speed with which it killed the water buffalo was alarming. The only hiccup was that the other buffaloes added to the chaos by assaulting the tiger. The tiger abandoned the dead buffalo to pursue the other buffaloes, who all converged on the tiger. As a result, the tiger had no choice but to forsake the buffalo's carcass. Perhaps he returned later if the carrion hadn't already been consumed by scavengers. A white horse once decided to take on a camel, thinking it would be an easy challenge. But oh boy, it didn't take long for the horse to realize it was in for a tough time. The moment the horse made its move towards the camel got the memo loud and clear. It didn't hesitate. It turned hostile, trying to take a chunk out of the horse. The horse, quick on its feet, managed to avoid those camel jaws and beat a hasty retreat. It turns out, even a white horse can't always have things its way when dealing with a feisty camel. Medicine. The donkey is lucky, but the camel doesn't crush him when he bites the donkey's body. After the camel lets go, you can see the donkey is injured and is barely able to walk away. I think this donkey bit off more than he could chew. The sand cat is revered by nomadic tribes. The Prophet Muhammad was said to be friends with sand cats. The horned viper has no chance but to attack the sand cat when it sees it. If the viper can bite the cat, it has a chance of survival. Confidently, the sand cat taps the snake on the head several times. Because of the cat's claws, the snake is unable to reach it with a bite. The fight is long and arduous until the final blow. We probably already know who will win. The following clip is even more interesting. Until I saw footage of this donkey's confrontation with a hyena, I had no idea donkeys could be so aggressive and powerful. As a group, hyenas are great hunters, and I have seen lone hyenas hunt and kill prey without a problem, but not against this crazy donkey. It's impressive. The hyena has managed to remain well adapted despite such a drastic reduction in its population, but it still doesn't know what to do against this donkey. The hyena is either with the wrong donkey or it's drunk. As you'll see in this video, the hyena is no match for the donkey. This hyena is being treated like a house cat by the donkey. Hyenas do a better job fighting lions than this. Don't miss this next clip. As this snapping turtle tries to get home, it meets a horse and lets the horse know it's time to get out of the way. The horse avoids the warnings and smells the turtle. So if the turtle bites the horse, which startles the large animal and scares the living daylights out of him. Dogs always seem to think they'll have the upper hand when it comes to one-on-one with a cat, but 9 times out of 10, they're wrong. In this clip, the interaction between the cat and the dog is nothing short of hilarious. The cat is clearly not interested in chatting, and you can tell by the noise it's making. Unfazed, our hapless canine friend presses on, only to discover that this tough Tom means business. The cat hisses and swipes at him. Let's hope for his sake he got away. Those claws can be nasty. This poor wildebeest got a raw deal when a zebra planted a well-placed hoof on his head. A group of zebras and wildebeests are gathered around a small watering hole. Most are just quietly nibbling at the ground below when all hell breaks loose, literally. A juvenile wildebeest is kicked in the head by a zebra. The animal immediately drops to the ground in pain, and the rest of the pack scatters to avoid any further confrontation. They all slowly make their way back, however, with some looking to help the prone wildebeest that is clearly stunned and can't even make it back to its feet. That was either one tough or one very bad-tempered zebra. I wonder if the whole pack had a history of rivalry, as when watching the video, you get the feeling there is some tension between the two groups. and this incident wouldn't have helped matters at all. We can only hope the poor wildebeest was able to come to his senses by nightfall. The video footage shows a shrimp and a dragonfish fighting on the seabed. The shrimp managed to impale the fish, take a smaller fish from its stomach, and eat it while the smaller fish was still alive. After this, the shrimp carried the prey away, out of the camera's view. Such predatory behavior by a scavenger like a shrimp is not common, and it's even rarer to capture it on camera. The video was shared on the website of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which is part of the United States Department of Commerce. Want to see an even more outrageous video? Check out this video on the right-hand side.